And welcome back, folks. It may seem strange, but the medium of sculpture hasn't always been regarded as fine art. And the New Mexico Museum of Art is currently celebrating the craft and the works that have been inspired by the great Southwest.
American painter Ad Reinhardt once joked that a sculpture is what you bump into when you're backing up to look at a painting.
In the world of fine art, the sculpture has historically been looked upon as a less important medium than, say, paintings or photography.
Part of the reason for that is, they're bulky, they take up a lot more space, sometimes they're difficult to display in certain ways. And one of the things that I really wanted to do with this exhibition was highlight the medium itself, to look at some of the unique things that sculptors were doing in this time period, in the modernist time period, that were distinctive for the medium, that were important contributions to modern art, and that also really highlighted what was particular about artists working in our region.
Carved and cast, 20th century New Mexican sculptures peels the art from the walls into 3 dimensions, highlighting the various ways sculpture engages with cultural, social, and aesthetic interests of the Southwest. The show features 5 prominent artists, including Patrocinio Barella, Agnes C. Sims, Eugenia Chenard, Fritz Scholder, and Una Hanberry.
One of our factors that we considered in organizing the exhibition was using the alcoves that we have here at the museum to highlight the careers of artists who were particularly important in the 20th century.
Each alcove is home to the various works by the artists, giving the viewer a secluded environment to experience their work.
Patrocinio Barella, who was really one of the first kind of local Hispanic artists to make it on a national scale in the 50s and really kind of make a name for himself and for New Mexico in the modernist scene through his sculpture. On the other hand, I wanted to take a chance to look back at somebody that folks might be more familiar with, like Fritz Scholder, and highlight a different aspect of his work, namely his sculptural material. The other pieces that you'll find in the exhibition are pulled from the museum's collection and organized more around themes that 20th century sculptors address, themes of abstraction, looking at particular subject matter like animals or Native Americans or portrait busts.
Carved and Cast also uncovers the diversity of artists that have worked in New Mexico over the past century.
One of the exciting things about putting this exhibition together was getting to see the diversity of artists working in this medium of art and in this region. And we've got a very fair representation of women artists and artists of color and balance with kind of the more traditional male artists that you see in sculpture exhibitions. So I think it's a much more fair demographic of who was actually working during this time in this place that I'm excited to be able to showcase.
As sculpture continues to grow in popularity and diversity, Carved and Cast serves as a reflection on the craft's Southwestern roots and a window onto the makers of today and the future. This is an amazing show, guys. It has been extended through July 28th. You definitely got to check it out. If you want more information on it, of course, we'll have links a bit later on at NewMexicoLivingLocal.com.